Steve! Remember this from Crazy Ken's wedding? You made a right dick of yourself that night. Fix up, look sharp! How are we doing? Kev Ashford here for the United stand. This week, it's international weekend. What a load of shit. Internationals, what are they all about? Does anybody even watch them? Has anybody asked? Because I certainly am not. Let me know what you think. England v Scotland. Who was Scotland? Scotland. I couldn't even... Do you know, somebody said the other day, name me a few Scotland players. Obviously Darren Fletcher comes to mind, but that's because he played for United. Struggling after that. Started firing out mad names like Jerry McDonald and what was it? Ferguson. Just making names up. Trying to like make out that you know, like know me football and Scottish football. England v Scotland. When are they going to do away with this international shit? It just gets in the way of the Premier League. And you know, most of Man United fans I know, they don't even follow England anyway, so it just gets in the way of the Premier League season. England are just... Anyone that supports England is just an absolute fool. All them fools that were at the Euros running round in packs looking for Russian fans and giving it the big one. Always Cockneys, aren't they? Londoners from down south. Yeah, but it just gets in the way. But unexpectedly, people probably thought, oh, he won't do the VanCam this week. But there's been a bit of talking. So I'm going to go back to United. Forget the internationals, because I don't give a shit about England. They disrespect all the United players. Back in 98-99, when we provided them with more or less half the team, England fans used to boo United. It was, you know, all rival fans used to get together and sing Stand Up If You Hate Man U. Gary Neville got abused. Beckham was made a scapegoat in 98. Who else? Phil Neville in the Euros that time, and he gave the penalty away. It's always United players. Nobody ever said anything about Gerrard and Lampard. They played every game in the middle. Scholesy out on the left, best player of his generation. Just to accommodate them two fecking Egypts in the middle of the park. Purely off the name. Fair enough, they were good for the clubs, but never worked, did it? I like this song. Yeah, this week, so Mourinho. Well, I'll explain myself. Mourinho's come out and said that certain players, this is on the back of the Swansea result, which was a great performance, by the way, blew them away. It's good. We're going to have games like that this season. It's been coming where we just blow teams away by half time. It happened against Leicester. But Mourinho's come out on the back of it, Smalling and Shaw, saying that some players are too soft and not willing to play through the pain barrier. Now, it has actually come out that Smalling's broke his toe, so we'll let him off on that one. But Luke Shaw, I mean, Van Gaal, when he took over at United, said he was fat and overweight and unfit. And now Mourinho's basically questioning him again and questioning whether, you know, he can put himself through the pain barrier. I'm with Mourinho on this one. And all these knobhead United fans that are carrying on now, oh, Mourinho needs to show more respect to the players like Sir Alex Ferguson used to do. You know what Sir Alex Ferguson used to do? He was ruthless. Absolutely ruthless. You only have to ask the likes of Paul Ince. Who else? Jaap Stam. Ruud van Nistelrooy. David Beckham. You know, they were all big names at United. And he didn't think twice. Once you crossed him, you were out the door. So why is it any different now? We needed this manager. We knew what we were getting with Mourinho. And now, I think he's given the players a chance. He's given them all enough of a chance. They were embarrassed him. They embarrassed the fans, everyone against Chelsea with that performance. Mourinho can only set up and pick the team and the tactics. Once they cross that white line, it's up to them players then to go out and represent the club and put in a performance for us lot to be proud of. And they've not done it. So Mourinho feels let down. So what's he going to do? Oh, people are going on. He needs to keep it in-house, keep it for the changing room. Bollocks, I'm happy. I'm glad he's coming out and publicly saying it. None of these pampered Premier League fuckdogs, you know, hiding behind agents or speak to me agent or not speaking to you. He's come out and said it, and he's naming players. So we know who these players are. Yeah. What, when Fergie kicked a boot at Beckham's head and split his eye open, his eyebrow? You know, oh, he needs to be nicer, you know, with these players. They need a good kick up the hole. A big kick up the arse. And that is what they're getting now. Back to reality. Since Sir Alex Ferguson left United, these players have just been running the show themselves. It's like the United Mafia. When David Moyes come in, none of them respected him. None of them played for him. Same with Louis van Gaal. He had no control over him. He was off his tits on red wine all the time. And just the players were running the club. Now we've got the man that deep down, out of what we could have had, we all wanted. Jose Mourinho. He's here now. He's making a statement. This is what we wanted. He's in the news every day. Not necessarily for the wrong reasons, but United sell papers. We're the biggest club in the world. And this is what happens. This shit sells papers. But I'm all for it. Name the rest of them. Sell them if they're not good enough. We've needed a clear out. Sir Alex Ferguson built his empire on players that would run through brick walls for him. Literally. Well, not literally. You know what I mean, though. But these players, you know, yeah, we were blessed with the class of 92. But these players would have done anything for Sir Alex Ferguson. The likes of Paul Scholes, Nicky Butt, the Nevilles, you know, Giggs. These players, they were an institution. And they would have done anything for Ferguson. And Ferguson put the fear of God into him. So for people that be saying on Twitter now that Mourinho is being too hard on him and that Ferguson wouldn't have done this, the players respected him, there's a fine line. You know, Sir Alex Ferguson knocked on at a door when Lee Sharp and Ryan Giggs were at a house party. And Lee Sharp and Giggs have both admitted they were absolutely shitting themselves when somebody shouted and said, "Your gaffer's at the door." David Beckham recently said, what was it, a UNICEF do? He had a glass of red wine in his hand and Sir Alex Ferguson walked over him. He said, not even consciously knowing it, he put the glass of wine behind his back. He doesn't even play for United anymore. You know, but that's the fear that he had in him. He said the gaffer, you know, come over and his first, you know, instinct was to hide the glass of, you know, of red wine. So that's the rant on that. I'm just saying, hashtag just saying. Mourinho needs to do this. Some of these pampered Premier League fools, millionaire, I was going to say wannabes, and they don't even want to. They don't know the bomb. They do not know the bomb. I'm glad Mourinho's in there ripping it up now. Because now, these players have let him down. They've embarrassed him. He was hurting after the Chelsea result. Now, he's saying, you know, I want you. If I select you in the team, I don't want you turning around and saying, oh, do you know what, Gaffer, I'm not feeling 100%. Who is ever 100%? I guarantee up and down the country every week, no player is 100%. Not a chance. So, is he asking much to get that back? Players who want to wear the shirt, want to go out, make the fans happy, make us supporters proud. Is he asking much? Because fuck me, they get enough money a week. It's not asking much, is it? There's a brick wall over there. Give me, what's Zlatan on, say 250, 300 grand a week. I wouldn't be able to run through it, but I'd certainly run straight at it. Yeah, I'd knock my head off it and fall back on the floor, probably knock myself out. But, cha-ching, got 300 grand for it. They'll bring me down to Manchester Royal Infirmary, patch me up. Hopefully, if it's not too serious. Out of hospital, got me 300 grand. Happy as Larry. whoever Larry is. But yeah, that is the rant over this week. I thought I'll do a VanCam just purely to give me my thoughts on that, because I've been driving around thinking about it. I can't do the Come On United because we're not playing. Next game's Arsenal, so I'll do something for that, for the crack. I'm sure I might get the old dossier out, but Swansea was good, wasn't it? Good goals. I'm back on the goal trail. And Pogba, top goal. Let's just hope and pray. This is where this international nonsense gets in the way as well. We as all fans are just praying that our international players don't come back injured. So I don't see the point of it, international football. Because it is boring as fuck. Just do away with it. No point of it at all. Yeah. I mean, it's not even entertaining, England, is it? I won't even be watching that England-Scotland game. I don't see the point. I get more entertainment on a Saturday night. X Factor watching that Honey G. And that is not a compliment to Honey G. Because England are shit. In fact, I'd rather finger blast Honey G. Frightening thought. But that just shows you my thoughts on England. Well, I think I'm going to wrap up anyway. I've talked enough shite there anyway, if anyone's watching. Thanks for all the comments last week. Didn't have time to reply, so I'll try and get a few tonight when I'm having a few beers. I'll get my phone out and have a look through and see what's going on. But yeah, that's about it. Early night tonight. It started with a kiss. Never thought it would come to this.